Hey everybody, this is JB at Becoming a Millionaire. So you're probably looking at this lesson plan, asking yourself, why do I need a business plan? I'm building a blog, trying to sell products out and give people information. What's important about a business plan? I'm here to answer this question. I've been in business for 25 years. I've had amazing opportunities to build businesses from the ground up, raising money, turning them around. And I tell you, the successful ones that I were part of, we built a plan and we executed. Your blog is a business. I think that's the reality you have to take into account. Is this maybe work inside off hours, weekends, evenings, but ultimately you need to plan for this, right? So let's work through the details here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to define the business plan, why it's important, and how does it help you as a blogger, right? And then we're going to talk through the next steps. Overall, I'm actually stepping through 14 lessons to fill this out for you, specifically focused on your blog, selling affiliate marketing. We're going to get into some detail. So why is a business plan important? Let's answer that question. So I'm sure you've watched shows like Shark Tank. People will go up, they talk about their business, and ultimately, whether the investors think they're good or not, they listen to their plan, they ask specific business plan questions. Planning, they want to understand, did this entrepreneur actually think about the aspects of the business, how to take it from idea, growth, and beyond. So it's important. You go to startup, you go to Fast Company, the magazines, you read about these unbelievable entrepreneurs that are growing companies, making millions of dollars. They build a plan, they're executing on a plan. Companies like Salesforce, Microsoft, Apple, they started with ideas and they continue to grow, and they constantly went through planning phases. Companies like Wealthy Affiliate, they start with ideas, doing affiliate marketing, growing into a 1 million+ membership site that hosts. I'm a proud member. That's where I host my sites. Great community. Let's think about some studies. I did some research on a study. I'll show you the link to a site that I found. Had some great studies on it. Over and all, it's planning improved business performance out of 11,000 companies. But more importantly, it's the second highlighted one that I want to make sure, because maybe you've been working on your blog for a couple years, you see a little trickle. Planning actually benefited existing companies even more than benefited startups. That's important, and keep that in mind as we move on. Another one showing having a plan grew 40% faster than those that didn't. Here's another fast-growing company that had over 92% growth in sales from one year to the next, usually had a business plan. So overall, you do a little bit of research on companies, you'll be successful one way or the other, but the opportunity to be faster growth, the opportunity to be more successful means you have a plan for your blog. You may not start with one, but it's good to think through. So here's some reasons to build a plan. We talked about some of the studies. Think about it. Set your focus and growth. Having a plan says, this is where I'm going to go. For example, if you're going on vacation, you're thinking, I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go hiking. I want to go camping. You set your focus, and so at that point, you can work through any of the challenges like rescheduling, getting vacation from work, figuring out who's going to back you up to take your animals, or whatever those challenges, and figuring out the opportunities. Man, we're going to have a great time. We're going to play games, we're going to go on hikes, we're going to surf, whatever your opportunities are. Makes you think of your customer problems. That's key. If you're going to be successful in business, you're hyper-focused on customer problems. What are you trying to help your customers overcome? This also, the plan, asks some important questions of yourself. Questions that your buddies aren't going to tell you. Your friends and family are going to not ask the hard questions. It forces you to do the research that lazy bloggers and affiliate marketers don't do. That's important. And then set your mindset that your hobby is really a business. You got to take it seriously, have fun, but doing it just part-time will trickle in, and you could be missing massive opportunity on great articles you write. Sets your priorities, and it forces you to actually plan out your business and plan your blog. How do I want to grow it? What kind of articles and content? What is my market entry strategy? Do I want to go into advertising? Whatever those are. So the key thing is you must take your hobby and make it a real business if you want to make millions. I'm going to step you through all the lessons I'll give you the materials. You can download the business plan template. And also when we get the financials, I've created an Excel that you could easily import into Google Sheets if you want to, that can help you work through some of the financial aspects of your blog. So elements of the business plan for affiliate marketers, key things here. There's an executive summary. That's an important little segment that makes you reevaluate it. But you're going to do that at the very end. You got your attitude and commitment. I'll tell you why this is an important part of your plan. You've probably never seen a business plan, and I would guarantee there's no template in there that talks about this one. But I think it's probably one of the most important elements. Your vision and mission, customer problems, some of the product and company overview that we'll talk through. What is the market you're entering? How are you going to enter that market? Talk about competition, how to research competition and what you can take away from that. Yourself and your team. I know it's probably yourself, but ultimately what you have to think about it is, what are the capabilities that you're good at and what aren't you good at? And then when you're not good at something, what are those resources you need? Another one is work through the financial projections. This is yourself and your team. We have to think about what capabilities you have and what role you want to play. I know it's probably just yourself. You don't have a big company. You're not going to hire anybody. And maybe this is even a part-time thing for you. And that is okay. But there's maybe times that you want to lean on some people for help, or an opportunity for you to outsource some scheduling or support email work. Financial projections will work through the numbers. Investment. You have to spend some money. You're going to have to spend a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be much. Could be a few $100s a year to build out your site, set it up, host, maybe purchase a great WordPress template or whatever your hosting company prefers. There's going to be a little bit of dollars, but also when you start to spend on advertising, what is your first investment that you want to make in yourself? And then what do you need beyond capital? Do you need support? Do you need a community? Do you need people commenting on your blogs? Let's work through that. And then when you're done, what is your exit strategy? You ever thought about selling your blog? Have you ever thought about just closing it or ignoring it? What happens when you're tired or you want to move on, right? It's an important question to ask. And then how do you update this? How do you constantly manipulate it? How do you get going and create momentum so you're not spending all your time building a plan and not writing content? So we're going to step you through that. I want to keep you in mind that in parallel, you'll be building out your blog. So what you're going to need, something to document your plan, any document platform. I'm going to show you in Google Sheets. It's an easy one. I also use Word. Either one of them's work. I'll give you the Word version and a PDF, so preferably sometimes it's good to print things out, but ultimately it's up to you. Spreadsheet like Google Sheets or Excel, a positive attitude, and what I like to say, the millionaire mindset, that I can, not I won't, or I should. So just think, I can do this. I can build a blog and accelerate growth faster than you can imagine, but you got a plan. So there's 14 lessons. We'll spend some time on each lesson, diving into details, and then I'll give you the materials for free. So next lesson, lesson 1, is setting the right attitude and commitment. So flip on over to that page and let's start that process.